Brock Lesnar flatly turned down a program with Bray Wyatt that would have led to this year's WrestleMania, and he'd rather enter apparently a short-term feud with Omos instead. You were vocal when Bray Wyatt started coming back, and I asked you at the time, just, I was never a fan of Bray Wyatt, and I think when the White Rabbit promos and his initial return happened, you were actually fairly intrigued. You thought it was quite well done. But then where did it... It's sort of gone on for so long now, and I think the consensus is it's been months and months and months of this, and where was the fall off?
Because nothing happened. Oh, Bray Wyatt's coming back. Yay, yay. And everybody was all excited. And then all of a sudden, it plateaued and bottom dropped out. There's nothing. If I'm sitting in New York City, right across from Madison Square Garden, and they put Bray Wyatt on the card, that would not make me go, certainly wouldn't make me buy a ticket, but it would actually kind of stop me from going. Because Bray Wyatt, I don't know what they think they're doing with it. And this is what I think. I think Bray is booking it himself. I think they have told Bray that you have such an internal feel for this character. Why don't you book it and then bring it to us? And I'm thinking, I don't get it. Uncle Howdy, I don't get it. I don't get it. I just don't get it, period. And I tell you what, when I saw that he was going to go LA Knight was his first opponent, I'm going to have to tip my hat to LA Knight because it didn't kill him off. Actually, it kind of got him over because he's such a good talker. The question was that Brock Lesnar turned it down.
Brock Lesnar apparently turned down, because I don't know if it's because of the supernatural feel or maybe the Bray character's peaked already for a second time, or Brock's just... What do you think's going through Brock's head there?
No, Brock don't want to mess with it. What if he beats him? I mean, what if Brock beats Bray Wyatt? Am I going to be mad? No. Is it going to help Brock? No. And you know Bray's not beating him because that's not happening, period. Because they know Brock. You know, when Brock brings a problem in, it's not like, well, he'll come around to it. No, Brock won't come around to it. Brock's multi-millionaire. He'll just get up and walk out the door and keep going. So they just can't do anything they want to do with Brock because, you know, they have built their own, I don't know how to say it. They have built a monster in Brock because he don't need their money anymore. I mean, he's got money, lives up there in some big-ass farm in Canada, and nothing would suit him better than go up and do a big damn tractor out in the middle of a field, plowing it. But he's damn sure not going to go into some that he views as a lesser angle with Bray Wyatt. And I don't know how they would end that match anyway, or I don't even know who would be interested in it. They may think they could get some heat on Bray Wyatt by having him do something to Brock. But if Brock doesn't beat him at WrestleMania, he's not interested in it. Actually, I think Brock made the right move on this. If I was Brock and they said, oh, you're going to work with Bray Wyatt, I said, no, I don't think so. I'm not going to work with him because there's no upside to him. I don't think there's much upside to Bray, even if he beat Brock. I really don't. Now, maybe they can come up with something, but they hadn't really won the hearts and minds of wrestling fans around the world with Bray Wyatt because they were too slow getting into it. There was no substance to it. That Fireflies and Friends, what's they call that show? Fireflies and what?
Probably. You watch it more than I do.
Oh, well, I don't know.
Firefly Funhouse? Was it Funhouse or something?
Something. I never have gotten that into it. Even when I was there, I didn't think Bray Wyatt was that over, other than they turn their phones on when he goes to the ring, which is impressive if you're looking at it. But they sent him home, which surprised everybody, but then brought him back. And I don't know what they're going to do with him. I think it's one of those deals that they could keep doing this angle or this character till the cows come home. Still, nobody's going to give a crap.
I think when Bray Wyatt was the Fiend a couple of years ago, or a few years ago before he was let go, was the knock on Bray Wyatt was that everyone who worked with him ended up getting less over because he just sort of just killed everybody, apart from maybe I don't know, Randy Orton or something. But also
listen,
now
he was
go
on. No, he was a heel, but nobody was mad at him, and he didn't beat anybody with the help of the other two guys out there, the family. He just beat the guy. Where is the heat in that? Nothing. Now, maybe if the heat had beat him and then the guy comes back and starts beating the hell out of Bray Wyatt, then the other two guys jump in, you may have had something, but as it was like missable, like you can miss it, not miss anything. Missable TV. I mean, I think when Bray Wyatt came on, even before he left, it was a kitchen break. Let me go in here and let me get something to drink, or let me get a Coke, or let me get a cup of coffee. Let me get something, because I'm not going to miss anything here as long as he's in the ring.
And I might blow your mind here. I actually did watch a tiny bit of SmackDown last Friday, and you saw it as well. I know you did. Uncle Howdy attacked Bobby Lashley from behind, and Bobby Lashley turned around and kicked his ass. I was like, well, that's the mystique of Uncle Howdy done.
Oh yeah. Well, actually, I missed it last week because I was ill a little bit. I actually missed my show on the network with Sportskeeda, and that's on every Friday night at 11:05. Everybody wants to tune in. But to have him attack Bobby Lashley, and then Bobby Lashley turned right around and beat the crap out of him, what was the purpose? See? See, I don't care what that's another one, Uncle Howdy, I don't give a crap about. It's a stupid name to begin with. Uncle Howdy. I don't get it. I mean, how many times can I say that? I don't get it. But it's not just me. I don't think wrestling fans are getting it. Because when you look at them, they're going, what are they doing here? What's this supposed to mean? Now, with the Sami Zayn and the bloodline, everybody understands that. You get it. See, they get it. I don't get it, especially when it comes to Uncle Howdy and Bray Wyatt. I don't know. We'll see.